Yes, and welcome back to another episode with me, Luke. So yesterday I didn't do a video, I only shared a quick post. Yeah, I was just pretty busy, but I'm happy to be back with another video. It is February 15th, halfway through February already. It's absolute madness, and as you can see on the charts, we are less than 2 months away from that vital, pivotal Bitcoin halving, which we are approaching. And just before approaching it, we just keep smashing through different resistance. If you were with me on Monday and Tuesday, I mentioned obviously the price target here of this bullish pennant is around 60k, but I did mention this resistance, this key resistance here. I mean, there's not a lot of past resistance, and that's what I was trying to get at in my video. It's just we haven't been above the 52k mark that often, or for that long, for that matter. It's just the double top that we had. So we don't. It's true, we don't have a lot of information back then if we look at the technicals, because we've never really hung around that area for a long time. So in terms of the resistance, and now could this purple box turn into key support? Well, time will tell, of course. But if you're doing a long, I mean, if you want to trade this, you can do what you want. It's not financial advice, of course. You can go long, you can go short. My Bybit and Bitflex links are in the description below, so if you want to trade, you can. But just my personal opinion, if I'm doing this, I would not jump into a long position just yet, even though the target is 60k. I did mention this resistance line, and even in this purple box, this resistance inside here, and we're just smashing straight through it. It's incredible to see Bitcoin just continue to go from strength to strength, you know, with the ETFs now, mainstream media talking about it more with these, with the pump that we had last week especially. And then in turn, the altcoins are absolutely ripping, soaring right now, which we're going to go over into crypto bubbles in just a second. But what's interesting is only a week ago, the sentiment on the fear and greed index was neutral. So again, it just shows how fast things can turn in the world of crypto. It's absolutely mad. 2 weeks in crypto, it's like 2 months, maybe even more in traditional markets. It's just completely insane sometimes. So one moment we can be in the red zone with fear, and the next couple of weeks later we're in the greed or intense greed. So we're approaching the intense greed. We're not far away from it. So let's see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Again, I'm still expecting before the halving something to happen where we have this major pullback. I'd be really surprised if, you know, the big institutions, the big players out there don't pull Bitcoin back to get in at lower price zones. So again, if we just get the Fibonacci retracement and we go back down to the lows of 15k up to the current peak right now, I'm looking at the 0.618 level as a huge pullback. Do you think, let me know in the comments below if you think we will come back down to 30k or below 30k. Personally, I think it is a possibility that we do see a major pullback at some point, but I mean, the technicals tell us otherwise. When we look, that's why I did the bullish pennant, even though my gut instinct was that there's going to be a pullback. But for sure, long term, we're going to that six figure, like I've said many a time now. So overall, when you're trading, it's obviously different to investing. If you're trading, you've got to look at different time zones. That's the way you've got to do it. You know, you go to the shorter time frames, I should say. Different time frames is the better term for it. Because some ask, oh, but one day somebody might be bullish, another day you might be bearish, but it's just technical analysis. That's the thing. Long term bullish, short term right now still bullish. I'm just a bit skeptical now that we're at this major zone. Could we have this pullback? It's a healthy thing to have a pullback. That's why I wouldn't jump into a long position at this moment. Some are actually shorting. Is that a mistake? Not so sure. That's why I don't do day trading. I prefer those swing trades. Like if I had stayed in my trade all the way back, it was, when did I do it last? I didn't get into the 50, I got into the 20k. I put a trade here, and then I stopped that trade around the 30k. So I mean, it was still about 40%. And then on leverage, I remember doing a 5x leverage, so you can work the math out. But if I had stayed in that trade, that long swing trade, I would be up 140%. And imagine on 10x leverage, it's 1,400%. So it just shows, for me, swing trading is a lot better. It's just I jumped out of that trade a little bit too. It wasn't me actually, it was my trailing stop loss that stopped the trade. I still had a profit, which I'm happy about. But if I hadn't had that trailing stop loss, I would be all the way up here now. So some people do that. Some people prefer swing trading, others just those short-term weekly or day trades. So if you are doing day trades, not swing trading, just be careful. We could have a pullback any moment now, maybe at the end of this week. But then, I mean, Bitcoin just keeps proving me wrong. I mean, we've just smashed through this purple rectangle that I drew on Monday or Tuesday, I believe, and we're just above it. What's going to be interesting is to see if we do pump past the $52,800 level, and then I'll probably change my mind and say we're definitely going to 60k. We're going to hit this target before the halving. That is a possibility, but again, just my gut instinct, we're going to see probably a pullback at some point, maybe down, first of all, a pullback down to the area, this zone of 43k. But yeah, I just have this feeling that eventually on that Fibonacci retracement, we will have this maybe really fast V-shaped recovery. We go straight down and back up around the halving or just after the halving, and then it's towards that six-figure Bitcoin. So two things I'm looking at the moment. Let's just draw this. What color is this? Brush. Well, it doesn't matter about the color. So we could see something like a pullback down here, and then straight up to the that $100 mark that I've been talking about. Or we see something like, let me just get rid of this. We see something, we come up to this point, we come back down, we kind of like hover in here, maybe a bit lower, and then straight up to that $100,000 Bitcoin. So could we see like a pullback where we just consolidate around the 45k level, so somewhere like here, and then we go up to that price target? So let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think Bitcoin is going to go back down to the levels of 28k, 30k, or do you think we're going to either just continue to shoot up? I mean, nothing goes up in a straight line, even though this is pretty much in a straight line the past 2 weeks, and the time before that as well. Or do you think we're going to have that pullback before the halving? Again, I'm interested to know what you think in the comments below. Just one word of caution is, not financial advice of course, is just be careful if you're doing a long right now, because you don't want to get wrecked just in case we do pull back. If anything, just be patient and wait for a pullback, then jump into a long position. That's what you could do. But having said that, I mean, as you've seen the last couple of videos that I've done talking about this bullish pennant pattern, and yeah, we're halfway through it. So we're halfway there, and 60k is our price target, which would be a nice 40% move. So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. Just going over to crypto bubbles. Again, the altcoins are absolutely pumping at the moment because of Bitcoin, of course. It leads the way, but this is nothing. I mean, maybe this is just the start of this huge altcoin rally. Over the next couple of weeks, it'll be interesting to see if we rally even more than what we're seeing. I mean, this is fantastic in altcoins. So congratulations to all those that have altcoins that have been DCAing into your projects. I mean, everything is in the green, and this is what we're going to see a lot of this year. So if you're not into crypto yet, 2024, early 2025 is the time to do it. But you do your own research, of course. Don't just listen to a random guy on YouTube. you have to do your own research, educate yourself in crypto, because it's here to stay. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I should be back tomorrow. I might start looking at AI and crypto gaming as well, just take a look at some coins for you. Yeah, probably do that either tomorrow, I'm not sure what time, but I'll be there maybe tomorrow at some point or over the weekend as a one-off. So enjoy the rest of your Thursday, guys, and I will see you next time with another video.